Hi everyone, Rachel here from North Brisbane Psychologists. I just wanted to speak briefly today about how to bypass blame and judgment. We have brains, therefore we judge. Because we're human, it's really hard not to. I've just come from a mediation situation in a workplace where there was a lot of judgment and blame. And this is what I expressed to one of the participants in this mediation, that we need to get away from blame and judgment. It keeps us stuck in a cycle of powerlessness and anger, which go together, resentment, and a sense of being a victim. And that doesn't usually get us very far. So instead I said, let's look at what happened. Maybe we can agree, all of us, that certain things happened, certain things were said, and that those things had an impact on the other person. And if we use this language of, you did this and it had an impact or an effect on me, then we come to see that there's two parts, always. There's the person who did the thing, and then there's the person who felt the effect of that thing. And usually that goes back and forth in most relationships, at work or at home or anywhere. But for anything to have an impact on me, this is what I said to this person, part of the impact is my interpretation of what the other person did. What I'm telling myself about what it means, what I'm telling myself about their motivation or intention. And any history that I've got that might mean I'm triggered by this, any beliefs I've got, any memories that are somewhere floating around in there of being treated in a similar way in the past that make it very painful. Part of the impact that the other person's behavior has on me is in me, it's mine, and part of it is the other person. It doesn't mean we don't ask for what we need, call out behaviors that we don't like. But most of the time I've come to see in my work with individuals and couples and workplaces, the effect that something has on me is at least partly mine. And if I can own what that is, if I can wonder about what that is, and get a sense of, yep, I did my bit here, in here usually, when I interpreted that to mean something in particular. And then we can own the part that we've played in the dynamic, as well as being clear about the other person's behavior not being okay by us. You know, we still need to know what is and what isn't okay for us, and seeing the effect that things have on us is part of that. And the other person's much more likely to be willing to make changes if they can see that the behavior they're doing is affecting us negatively. Most people don't wake up in the morning wanting to hurt and upset others. And if they can make small changes to correct the impact that they're having, they will. But a lot of the time we think they should be mind readers and know what that is. And in my work, it's about getting really clear about what happened and what the impact was, and each person taking responsibility for their part in that interaction. We seem to get better outcomes when we get out of blame, out of judgment, and get really clear in using this approach. So wanted to share that with you today. Let me know any thoughts you have in the comments below.